Welcome back to my channel. So today's setup is like literally just my eyes because I did my face makeup, but the focus of this video is literally just going to be my eyes. So for today's look, I want to do something a little bit different. This is gonna be a little creative, and I don't usually do creative stuff on my YouTube channel. Like, I usually just post them on Instagram. But you guys know my favorite holiday is Christmas. Like, Christmas is my favorite holiday of all time. So I was like, what Christmas look can I do that is like creative and like out of the ordinary? And then I was like, you know, I love candy canes. And then I was like, and I remember people doing candy canes like last year. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do candy canes. But we're gonna be using the same baby I used in my last video, which is the James Charles palette. So I'm really excited to test out new colors that I didn't use in the last video. But anyways, let's just get started. So we're going to start off with this fluffy crease brush. This is the BMD 433 Royal Lana Nickel brush. In other words, Motor Pro brushes. They literally make really good brushes and affordable, you know. They're really, really good. Better than Morphe. Just gotta say that. Like, Morphe brushes shed and these do not. And these are a ton softer. Like, trust me on that. For the transition color, we're going to use this shade right here, which is called Tune. It's a pretty mellow yellow color. And I'm just going to start by placing this to literally the crease. It's barely going to appear on my skin because my skin is basically like, has yellow undertones, so it's not going to look as vibrant as it should. But you can still see a pop if you see it. And honestly, guys, if you see like creases on my eyes, it's because I applied a primer before this. I was like, I definitely like the primer in the last video, so I'm definitely going to apply primer once more. So now we're going to apply the shade 518, which was this creamsicle color right here. And I'm going to apply that with the same brush. It's just like a nice creamsicle color. And this one I want to just tap. The other one I literally just blended right in because it's a color that I knew wasn't going to show up as much on my skin either way, so there was no point in trying. But it's really, really good because it makes the colors that we're going to apply next blend a ton easier. I just want to like wing it out just a little bit. And we're going to do the same thing to the other eye. You guys see how pigmented these colors are? It's insane. I actually have to hurry again. I'm like rushing this video because I'm literally doing it right before I have to head to class, so I'm like trying to get this done before 9:15 because I don't want to hit traffic. So yeah, anyways, the next color we're gonna apply is Rusted, which is the color right next to it, which is like a burnt red orange color. I'm literally just gonna apply this with the same brush and like apply it like on top of it, again just tapping and then blending. And I don't want this color to appear as much just because I'm going to apply the red on top. And again, just wing it out on the corner. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, now that these colors are on, I'm going to go in with the red, which is the You're Kidding shade. The shade I literally fell in love with in the other palette, which is the Vibrant Red. And you guys guessed it, with the same brush. I'm literally just going to grab that and focus this like literally on the bottom portion of all three of those colors, if that makes sense. And I'm literally going to tap this color because I want this color to show up the most out of all three colors. And again, wing in and out. And now I'm just going to blend the colors all together. Like that. Looks so good. And this is how it should look. It should look really, really blended and nice. Alright, so now that I applied that, I'm going to go in with my Morphe M433 brush, which is this fluffy brush. I don't really like Morphe brushes, but this is like really, really good to get right in the corner. So, I'm going to grab this color from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, which is Love Letter, and I'm going to mix it with Red Ochre as well. So this. And I'm going to grab that with this brush, blending the two colors right in the palette, like literally, just, yeah. And now I'm literally going to focus this, like right in between those colors. I don't know why I'm finding it so difficult to blend the two colors from the Anastasia palette right into the eye. It's so weird, that never happens. So, I'm literally going to use this Morphe M178 brush, which is perfect, like literally perfect to cut the crease. And then I'm using, of course, my handy dandy Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm literally just going to grab this and cut the crease fully. What I like to do, because you know if you apply concealer like right on top of like a red shadow, it literally turns pink. So what I like to do is literally just tap the product instead of like swiping. So I'll only swipe to cut the crease like this. And then the rest I'm just gonna tap. And that way I don't get any of the pink concealer. Like I want it to stay looking as concealer and not pink, if that makes sense. So once the crease is fully cut, I like to go in with a matte eyeshadow just to set everything in place so it doesn't crease later on. So I'm going to grab this IBY, doesn't even have a name, but this is the brush that it is. I'm going to grab the shade Canvas from the James Charles palette, which is this shade right here. And I feel like this is going to be the perfect color to set the eyes. Sister James did that, guys. He made a palette that was literally perfect for everything and anything. Like, yes. So this is what it should look like. So I did go a little past the concealer on this side, but don't really worry about that because we're going to go in with a glitter liner to line on top, so I can always make it a little thicker so that it covers that. So we're all good. It's good. Don't worry. I got your back. Okay, so the glitter liner that I'm going to use today is this NYX Liquid Crystal Body Liner, and this is in the shade Crystal Gunmetal, which is really, really pretty. It's like a nice silver, which I think would go perfectly. So like I said, I'm literally just going to line on top where we cut the crease with the liner. Now that I applied the glitter on top, it's time for the liner. So the liner I'm going to be using is this NYX White Liquid Liner, which is this one right here. I don't really recommend this NYX liquid eyeliner, but it's the only thing I had, so I was like, let me just work with it. So for the candy cane figures, we're gonna use a liquid lip. So I'm gonna use this Kylie Jenner matte lip kit in the shade Mary Jo K, which is this liquid lipstick right here. It's like the perfect red. So I'm gonna use this and literally like any like thin eyeliner brush. I think I might use, so I'm actually going to grab it on this brush right here just because it's thinner and a lot more precise and stiff at the same time. So this is literally an artist brush, like it's not for your face, but it's gonna do the trick. I'm literally just gonna draw the lines going downward like a candy cane. This is what these two eyes should look like. I am going to go back one more time with the white eyeliner just to make sure that everything looks separated and put together, if that makes sense, and neat, because some of the parts from the red did end up smearing a little bit, just because it's a little hard to work with the brush. But I'm just going to grab the liquid liner again, and I'm just going to like make them fully straight, if that makes sense. I'm now going to apply these lashes from Velour, which are literally my favorite. If you saw my last video, you saw me talking about these. These are the best. So this is actually the completed look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really like how this turned out, and if you guys did too, just make sure you guys give it a huge thumbs up on the bottom. Also, make sure you guys subscribe if you're not already subscribed. What are you doing? Like, come on. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really love how this turned out. But yeah, see you guys next time.